Tepetagong Radyoskwela na. Radyoskwela na. Radyoskwela, tara na.
From the radio-based instruction of the Department of Education, Division of Tagum City, Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School, we are giving you the quality education in terms of literacy on air. We are giving you our full of service in teaching even in this time of COVID-19 pandemic. Broadcasting from Charm Radio 103.9 FM, where your heart belongs. This is your school on the air in English.
Broadcasting live from 103.9 Charm Radio, where your heart belongs. This is Teacher Winky, your radio host for today from Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School. Hello kids! How are you today? I hope that all of you are doing great and having fun while studying at home and answering your modules through radio-based instruction. Are you up for another lesson? Don't worry, because we are here to guide you throughout the discussion. So I want you to have your self-learning module with you, as well as your pen and notebook. Remember kids, you are not allowed to write anything on the module. Do all the activities in your notebook or paper. Now check your module. The title of the module you are holding should be Quarter 3, Module 2, Lesson 1, Evaluating Narratives, Setting, and Character. Be sure that your modules have complete pages. If it is complete, you are now ready for our lesson. If you find something missing in the module, don't worry. Just feel free to ask assistance later from your family. Can you still remember our past lesson? Yes, that's great. What was our past lesson all about? Very good! It is about presenting a coherent and comprehensive report on differing viewpoint on an issue. Now, what is a coherent and comprehensive report? Great! It is a formal report of information that covers a specific and particular issue or topic. Can you recall what viewpoint means? Yes, it is the way that the persons think about things in general or in a particular issue or topic. You did a good job. I hope you will still do great in our lesson today. Now in your module, look for the activity entitled Let Us Try on page 2. Can you see it? Very good. Let us read first the direction. Choose the letter of the best answer and write the chosen letter on a separate sheet of paper. Are you ready? Let's do it! For item number 1, this is the underlying message of a literacy work. It is the message the writer is trying to convey. A. Genre. B. Idea. C. Theme. D. Mood. The correct answer is B. Idea. Amazing! Number 2. The air was hot, the sun even hotter. There wasn't any grass as far as the eye could see. The sky was radiant blue, and the sun's rays were baking everything around me. I realized the desert was not the place to be. This is an example of what story elements? A. Plot. B. Setting. C. Atmosphere. D. Device. The answer is C. Atmosphere. Very good. Number 3. The time and place in which the action of a story takes place. A. Setting. B. Theme. C. Plot. D. Genre. Correct answer is C. Plot. Awesome! Item number 4. People, animals, or other creatures in a story. A. Text. B. Character. C. Setting. D. Resources. What is your answer? The correct answer is letter B. Character. Great! Number 5. The setting of a story describes where and blank the action takes place. A. How. B. When. C. What. D. Who. The correct answer is B. When. Did you answer all the questions correctly? Yes! That's great! If not, don't worry. We will have lots of activities today that will surely enhance your abilities. Good luck, kids! To discuss our lesson for today, we shall have our radio teacher from Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School, Teacher Ivy Glaiza Dalagon. Good day, grade 6 learners. I am your radio teacher, Ivy Glaiza Dalagon. Today, we will be talking about evaluating narratives, setting, and character. After going through this module, you are expected to 1. Identify the elements of narratives based on how the author developed the elements. And 2. Evaluate elements of narratives based on how the author developed the elements. Do you like reading stories? Yes? That is great! I am sure you have a favorite story. Stories are accounts of imaginary or real people and events told for entertainment. There are 2 elements of the story, the character and setting. Character refers to each person, animal, or imaginary creature that appears in a story. Setting, on the other hand, means the time and place in which the story unfolds. The time could be in the past, the present, or the future, during the day or night, or in any season. The place or scene may be imaginary or real. Open your module on page 5. Can you see the activity Let Us Practice More Activity 2? That is right. We are going to read a story and after, we are going to answer the questions that follow. So listen carefully.
Mr. Diaz bought a new car. It cost him much money. On his way to work, something happened the first day he drove his car. It would not start. Mr. Diaz was already late for his meeting. He called the mechanic to check his car. The mechanic worked fast. He found some loose wires in the car which he connected properly. Mr. Diaz happily drove his car to the office.
Now let us answer the questions. Are you ready? Great! Number 1. Who are the characters of the story? It is Mr. Diaz and the mechanic. Very good. Number 2. Where is the setting of the story? The answer is on his way home. Did you get the correct answer? Great job! If not, listen carefully to the next activities, kids. Let us have another story. Open your module on page 5. Look for activity 3. The story is entitled The Sick Lion by Aesop. Listen carefully because after reading the story, we are going to answer another set of questions. Let us start. The Sick Lion by Aesop. All the animals in the forest were happy because they heard that their cruel king was sick. The lion did not come out of his cave as he usually did. He sends out message to his subjects that he wanted to bid them goodbye before he died. What does he wanted to see us for? Asked the deer. Maybe he will give a share of his wealth. All the animals went to see their king lion except the fox. He sat on the tree and watched the animals go inside the cave. He waited for them to come out, but no one did. Later that afternoon, the king lion appeared at the entrance of the cave. When he saw the fox, he said, "Why did you not come to see me? Don't you want to share with the other animals what I have given them?" "I really want to visit you, my king," said the fox, "but I am sure your home is crowded now. All the animals have gone inside your cave, and no one has come out yet." "Ha ha!" laughed the king lion. "They all wanted to stay inside the cave. You will be staying there for a long time if you will wait for them to come out." He went away happily because he was still well and alive. He knew well why not a single animal came out of the cave. Our king thinks he is wise, but he cannot deceive me with his trick. He will never catch me alive. With the decision never to come back again, the fox went away as fast as he could from the lion's cave. We are going to answer the questions. Let us read the instructions first. Answer the following questions and write the letter of the correct answer on a separate sheet. Number 1. Where did the story happen? A. In the garden. B. In a forest. C. In a city. D. In a castle. The correct answer is B. In a forest. Number 2. Who is the main character? A. Deer. B. Fox. C. King lion. D. Other animal. The answer is C. King lion. Number 3. Who is the secondary character? A. Fox. B. King lion. C. Deer. D. Other animals. The correct answer is A. Fox. Number 4. Which is the climax of the story? A. King lion got sick. B. The fox went away as fast as he could. C. All the animals went to visit their king. D. King lion told the fox to see him in the cave. The answer is letter D. King lion told the fox to see him in the cave. Number 5. What is the ending of the story? A. Other animals did not come out of the cave. B. The fox went away as fast as he could from the lion's cave. C. The lion invited the fox to see him in the cave. D. King lion wanted to bid goodbye to the animals. Is your answer letter B? That is correct. The fox went away as fast as he could from the lion's cave. Did you answer all the questions correctly? Congratulations, kids! You are now very good in identifying character and setting of a story.
Thank you so much, Teacher Glaiza, for that enriching discussion. And there you go, kids. You have done a great job. We are not yet done, kids. We will have a recap. Earlier, Teacher Glaiza discussed about evaluating narratives, setting, and character. Let us have a quick review, and if you were taking down notes while listening to Teacher Glaiza earlier, you are free to go over with it. Again, what is a story? A story is an account of imaginary or real people and events told for entertainment. There are two elements of the story: the character and setting. Character refers to the person, animal, or imaginary creature that happens in a story. Examples of characters in a story are the lion and the fox. Setting, on the other hand, means the time and place in which the story unfolds. Example of a setting is in the forest. The time could be in the past, the present, or the future. It could be during the day or night, or in any season like Christmas, New Year, or birthday. Remember, the characters, the place, or the scene in a story may be imaginary or real. Awesome! You already know how to evaluate elements of narratives such as setting and character. Kids, don't forget that when answering your module, you have to follow the directions carefully. Now let us have our final activity. Kindly open your module on page 7. Choose the letter of the best answer and write the chosen letter on a separate sheet of paper. Let us start! Number 1. When a character has a disease and must fight against it both emotionally and physically, it is an example of blank. A man versus man conflict. B. Man versus society conflict. C. Man versus himself. D. A problem. Is your answer letter C? That is correct. Man versus himself. Number 2. What is meant by the term characterization? A character are people, animals, or large, important things in a short story. B. Believing that a character is believed. C. The creation or construction of a fiction character. D. The process through which an author shows a character's personality through speech, action, and appearance. The correct answer is C. The creation or construction of a fiction character. Number 3. The message the author wants to get across is the blank. A. Setting. B. Tone. C. Plot. D. Theme. The answer to this is D. Theme. Number 4. The person who tells the story is blank. A. Narrator. B. Speaker. C. Antagonist. D. Protagonist. The correct answer is A. Narrator. Number 5. How the author describes the characters is known as blank. A. Characterization. B. Genre. C. Setting. D. Exposition. The answer is A. Characterization. Congratulations, kids! You have understood our lesson for today. You did such an awesome job! I hope that you learned something from our radio-based class today. Remember, you are still going to continue answering the other parts of the module to further enhance your skills in evaluating narratives. Now that we are done with our lesson, remember what John Wooden said. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Learning will continue. Quality education must be delivered. Handang isip, handa bukas, sulong edukalidad. The Department of Education is in one with us. Remember, we are all in this together. All the way from Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School, this has been your radio host, Teacher Winky.
And this has been your radio teacher for today, Teacher Glaiza.
Saying, stay safe, stay healthy. All worries are less in God. To God be the glory.
Te petagong